The coffee burned my tongue. I noticed immediately. I always did. Nothing escaped me anymore. She broke the quiet with a soft, almost playful tone. "Why do you feel so distant lately?" I didn't lift my head. My gaze stayed fixed on the open book in front of me. The words on the page were meaningless. They could have dissolved into dust and it wouldn't have mattered. "I'm training," I replied after a pause. "Training for when you're gone." Her fingers locked around. The mug, the liquid inside, quivered. A few drops lifted, curved slowly through the air, then struck the table. She stared at me. Confusion crossed her face, followed by fear, something unnamed tightening behind her eyes. I didn't react. The quiet expanded between us. I allowed it to grow. I wanted her to feel every second of it, every implication. She leaned back, searching my face for familiarity, for warmth. There was none. I shut the book not because I had finished reading, but because she needed to see herself reflected back, still, unemotional, unforgiving. It had begun subtly. Messages that arrived too late at night. A trace of unfamiliar perfume clinging to her clothes. The phone she guarded carefully, smiling softly at things I was never shown. I started with denial, a fragile hope that I was imagining things. But routines reveal the truth. There was the weekend she claimed she had to stay late. At work while he appeared at our door, pretending his car needed attention. The friend she invited to dinner, the extra towels, the lingering scent of a man's cologne hidden among the linens. I took mental notes. I didn't accuse her. I didn't question her. I watched. I learned how to exist unnoticed. When she left her phone unattended, I checked it not for messages. Those were clean, too clean. But time tells its own story. Call lengths, frequency, repetition, gaps that didn't belong. I observed the way her body responded to him, the tilt of her head, the difference in her smile, the softness she never gave me anymore. Receipts, app check-ins, hours unaccounted for, explanations that never aligned. Piece by piece, I constructed not a timeline, but a motive. Calmly, precisely. Still, I stayed silent. The evidence arrived. Without drama, printed travel details, hotel confirmations, photos taken by someone careless enough not to erase them. Her business trips were no longer a mystery. I held the papers while she made coffee the next morning. Sunlight sliced along the edges like steel. I slid them across the table. She stopped moving. The mug shook again. Drip, drip. "Do you recognize this?" I asked quietly. Her reply barely existed. I can explain. "I don't need that," I said. "I already understand." Her mouth closed. Her eyes widened. There was nothing left she could say that would reach me. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't shed a tear. I didn't move. I watched her come apart. I let the guilt do its work. It was more effective than anger ever could be. Later, I told her, "I'm not upset anymore." She looked panicked. "What do you want from me?" "Nothing," I answered. "Just awareness." I stood up from the table. No shouting. No doors slammed. Every movement measured and deliberate. By nightfall, she packed her belongings. No arguments. No pleas. She didn't turn back. I remained exactly where I had always been, steady, composed, untouched. Now the apartment carries only the smell of coffee, not hers, not his, just coffee. The books sit where they belong. Light pours cleanly through the blinds. No extra gifts clutter the space. No murmured lies linger in the air. I brew my own coffee each morning. I drink it slowly. Sometimes I remember the cup slipping from her grasp, the tiny shake that revealed everything, the truth that silence can wound deeper than shouting ever could. I don't replay the words we exchanged. I don't need to. The proof, the breakdown, the leaving, they live quietly in memory. I'm free of the illusions she built, and I've learned this the coldest. Gaze is often the clearest. I take another sip and let the past stay where it belongs. Away from me, always away from me.